Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a
Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's well. Oh, look at me just sitting on the chat. We'll have to move that. I don't. It's disconcerting having y'all appear from behind me. This will be one of those members onlys, I suppose. Because where is this chat box? There it is. We'll leave it big, but we could just. I guess I could go over here. Like, why don't you just change it up, Pace? Like, move yourself. You can be over here. I can be over here. I can be over here. And the chat can be all the way over here. We'll make you big like that. No, not like that. It'll be like that. And we'll even make this a little bit smaller. I hope you guys are well today. Oh, that's gonna bother me though. Anyways, whatever. Doesn't matter because we're not watching a video today. That's right, bitches. We are looking at a Kent County 2022 annual report for the 17th Judicial Circuit Court. If this is not your thing, I don't blame you. But it is indeed my thing. And I am excited to go through it with you guys a little bit. It is indeed very long, and we won't be going through it in its full entirety, but it is a public record, and it is in, I don't know, its own unique way. First of all, we need to talk about, I would like to talk about whoever was in charge of the visual imagery in this. Now, I have no visual imagery, but I can tell you I would not have proposed marble background, raindrop mountains, and poo-colored tile as this sort of... Oh, wait, I forgot a little bit of a... Like, look at how many different, just so interesting to me that this is what the court went with in 2023. Okay, it actually gets me here. But these are some of the things that we watch quite a bit here: criminal matters, domestic relations matters, personal protection orders, juvenile matters pertaining to delinquency or criminal activity, child protective proceedings, parental consent waivers, adoptions, emancipations, general civil actions involving claims of $25,000 or more, cases appealed from another court by an administrative agency, the superintending control over other courts within the judicial circuit, subject to final superintending control of the Supreme Court, and final decisions of the circuit court may be appealed to the Court of Appeals. This goes through all of the judges. Let's take a little look. This is the chief judge here, Mark. We're going by first names, my choice. You can also call him chief. That's fine. Please don't call any of these people, but this is also public information. So I'm not going to blur any of this out. This is a public document. This is Kathy. We call her Kathy. This is Judge McNabb. Let's just talk about how she has aged since this picture was taken. And girl, I get it. My hair is gray too. It's a sad day, but that was quite a different look for her, wasn't it? as my hair is like literally. Oh, now my head's gonna disappear. Oh, all right, whatever. Continuing on, Ackert, haven't seen much of him. Benson, Kurt. Alita, see, I don't know most of these. But what happened to Paul's picture here? Is there literally, there's blinds in this picture, you guys. That's not on my end. That is on his end. For some reason, his photo has what appeared to be a set of blinds in them. Nobody else's thus far has had this. Look at this setup, by the way. What do you think the G stands for? Garçon. G unit. Oh, geez. He has been a judge for 24 years. That's dangerous. And then Scott looks young. Judge Rossi, we see sometimes. And then these are the referees. Judge Kometz didn't get his own picture, but he does have a mention, an honorable mention. Here we are. And this is the budget, the circuit court budget for this year that they're reviewing. So they were appropriated $58 million. $58 million, if you can imagine that, in Kent County, Michigan. And they expended $49 million. So where did that $18 million go? That's a question I have. And it says that the personnel costs are the vast main expenditure, followed by operational costs. And it actually further breaks down where this money comes from. So the majority of this money is coming from state grants, $15 million of it. But these are all the other revenues that were gathered by the court. So they got federal grants for $6.4 million. They got other grants of $67,000. Medical and Medicaid for $165,000. Don't understand. Board and care, not sure about that. $106,000. Court costs. So they're saying this is a court cost, but this is also revenue of $1.4 million. They gathered $500,000 in service fees, okay, and $324,000 in filing fees. For name, search, and motion fees, they earned $98,000, and an other fee. What the fuck is that? We've got $208,000. $208,000. Did I say 18 or 8? 98? Anyways. Overseeing fees, $21,000. Jury fees, $178,000. So is that people paying for juries? I don't understand. Or is that just like a grant? I don't know. Collection fees, $64,000. Bond forfeitures, $132,000. Other reimbursements, $399,000. Penal fines, a measly $6,500. And refunds and rebates, a $9,700. So total revenues collected in 2022 was $25,482,605. But we have to keep in mind that $21 million of that was grants, state and federal grants to run the judicial system. Wholly boring. I know, Wixom. But the reason that I was interested in this is because of certain things here. So we often hear judges talk about taking proofs and getting cases off of their dockets, and these are the reasons for that. This report is what they are answering to. And so these are trends in length of trials. These are how many cases each they had over the past preceding 5 or 6 years, and how many were filed, shows how many appeals were done, and in fact, it shows here how many divorces without children and with children were filed. So, for example, in 2022, there was 1,239 divorces without children and 1,026 divorces with children filed in Kent County. 741 paternity tests. PPOs and stalking. This is what I found interesting. 1,047 PPOs or stalking temporary protective orders filed. PPOs for domestic relations was at a 1,855. And then other domestic, 369. Those are high. You know? Adoptions, only 170. And then we had delinquency. So this is juvenile cases, 2,171, a record high for the last 5 years. Well, no. In 2017, it was higher. Designated, then traffic, child protective, and then PPO involving a minor. There were 40 of those last year. So jury management is something that they talk quite a bit about. But this is what I thought. So case flow management, this is basically what Fulton County has a really hard time with that we just watched, which is people on supervised release, etc. And then here's the other one. It was not the adoptions, but they outline all the adoptions. It is the child support payments that I was really interested in. So, but you can see they went into detail on pretty much every part of the court system here. Days of, this one was very interesting. So remember, we talk a lot about the care provided to juveniles in care and how much money that costs, and how if they put that money into early childhood education and wraparound services for parents and young families, that it would pay dividends down the road. Here's the per diem cost of care for these children in Michigan, an average of $334 per day. And in 2022, they had 24,671 days of care. If we do the math on that, because I will, that is 24,671 times 334.65. That's $8.2 million they spent in 2022 on the care for these children, and it was a total of 758 kids. 8.2 million. So again, my when people say about the programs and things that I suggest about preventing this type of thing. Oh, here's Friend of the Court. We'll talk about this here, because Friend of the Court is something that we read all the time, or we listen to all the time. But anyways, my whole point is that if you want to find the money, you can find the money. It doesn't return this year, but in 10 and 15 years, you will get dividends paid. Anyways, so the Friend of the Court is, and look, they're very, very excited about this. They're ranked number 1 as the collector, right? So their performance objective is to collect 80% of total court-ordered child support that was charged. And in 2022, they only collected 71% of court-ordered child support that was ordered. So they were 9% short, which means they collected $72 million, their total current support distributed, which means they collected and then gave out $72 million. Total support charged was over $100 million. And then this total collections, including current and arrears, was 96. I'm not sure. So you're telling me that they kept 24,000? Income withholding, they have metrics for this. So with income withholding, payments are deducted from the payer's check and sent to the Michigan State Disbursement Unit in Lansing. When a payer changes jobs and or fails to advise the friend of the court of new employment, the computer system checks the state data warehouse and automatically sends an income withholding notice to the source of income. The performance objective is to collect 75% of child support collections by the withholding order. And they were very close to hitting that. They hit 73% collected via income withholding order. Show cause hearings and bench warrants. When payments are not made regularly and the payer does not work with us to make payments or remedy his or her inability to pay, we may schedule a show cause contempt hearing. We watch these all the time. At the hearing, case managers attempt to resolve the non-payment or present the case before the court for a determination of contempt. If the person does not appear for the hearing, a bench warrant may issue. The performance objective for this is 80% of those ordered to jail as a result of a contempt hearing will pay out within 2 weeks, aka we want our money. And 85% of the bench warrants handled by the friend of the court deputies will be resolved without arrest. Their performance outcomes were short of that in some cases. So 63% of those who were ordered to jail as a result of a contempt hearing paid and were released within 2 weeks. But 99% of the bench warrants handled by friend of the court deputies were resolved without arrest, which means the court doesn't follow through. That's exactly what that means. A 2022 summary, 16 payers were found in contempt and ordered to jail, but 1,385 were not. That's what that tells you. Garnishments, healthcare, parenting time. The primary function and statutory duty of the parenting time unit is to secure compliance with parenting time and physical custody orders. This is accomplished through education, assisting parents with modification of their orders, or helping in other ways to prevent future violations. Also, the friend of the court continues to manage the access and visitation grant that allows payment for supervised parenting time and for therapeutic reintroduction on specific cases through the contract agencies. So their objective here is 90% of parenting time complaints to be resolved prior to a contempt hearing, and they only hit that 79% of the time. So in 2022, 2,029 formal written parenting time complaints were received. 86 hearings were scheduled as a result of those complaints, and 27 families were afforded parenting time through the access and visitation grant. So support reviews, they want them to be done within 90 days. And they've achieved that. 92% of all support reviews were completed within 90 days, and 2,093 support reviews were completed in 2022. That is quite a number. Early engagement program. Grievances. In an effort to assure that the friend of the court is responsive to the concerns of clients, the Friend of the Court Act provides a grievance procedure for complaints about FOC operations or employees. A grievance may not be used to change or object to an FOC recommendation or to disagree with a referee's recommendation or a judge's decision. Once a grievance has been received, the friend of the court must investigate and respond within 30 days or issue a statement explaining why a response is not possible within that time frame. The Kent County Friend of the Court has always been receptive of these types of formal complaints, and rather than being considered a negative reflection of office performance, it is a good way to measure customer satisfaction and help us improve services where necessary. Allie, you know, it's a good thing that, because this is a members only, but I am, I left it open because it wouldn't work anyways. So, what do we think about that, you guys? This is the clerk's office review. Hold on. Is this woman's name Lisa Posthumus Lyons? Hi, Brian and Kimmy. Is that her name? I have questions now. Because that seems like a very odd middle name. Doesn't that mean after death? Did she die? Aw, I love you too, Kimmy. Yeah, posthumous means after death. I hope she didn't die. Well, now we have to read this. The Circuit Court Division of the Kent County Clerk's Office is located on the second floor of the courthouse with a staff of 24.5. What? 24.5? That's because Lisa died halfway through last year, so we just count her as half, you know. The office opens, maintains, tracks, and stores all cases filed in the civil, criminal, and family divisions of the circuit court. Court files are open to the public and may be viewed in the clerk's office between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Our office collects and distributes state-mandated costs, court-ordered fines, costs, restitution, crime victim rights fees, and other assessments. In 2022, we collected over $3.5 million for Kent County. Humble brag. And in addition, the clerk's office handles bonds posted in criminal cases, which often can be applied against court-ordered assessments at the conclusion of a case, thereby increasing the clerk's collection activities. Throughout 2022, the clerk's office managed the receipt and filing of 12,016 new cases. The clerk's office continues to maintain responsibility for all minor guardianship cases, including closed, active, and new filings. Additionally, all formal juvenile delinquency and neglect abuse cases are processed through our office. The clerk's office continues to provide e-filing in lieu of traditional mail. Did you hear that? Motorcycle? In lieu of, in lieu of traditional mail or hand delivered to the clerk's office. Blah, 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 blah. In 2022, the clerk's office retired the use of microfilm and is utilizing OnBase to store digital copies of all dispositive orders. Lisa Posthumus Lyons has served the residents of Kent County as the county clerk register of deeds since January 1st, 2017. As the clerk register, she is committed to continually updating office technologies and procedures so that services can be most efficiently and accurately provided. That's it. Damn. Pre-sentence reports. I was like, persistence reports. Interesting. Not that interesting. And was that it? Was that the end of the report? I think it was. Oh, look at them all. We've got pictures, guys. The investiture ceremony for Judge Rose on February 3rd, 2023. A mission statement. Is that a picture of the court? Interesting. Probate court. Oh my god. I don't recognize any of those people. But that's a tall tree. That's cute. Oh. Human resources. I'm sorry, but we all know that human resources is evil. 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 Look at all these little charts somebody made. This was somebody's job. This is somebody's job every year. Beyond the docket. Oh, let's read their little humble brags here. The work of the Kent County Probate Court does not end at the steps of the courthouse. In 2022, Judge Murkowski and Judge Rose provided more than 24 lectures, in-service trainings, and resource materials to a variety of groups and organizations, including Pine Rest Mental Health Services, Spectrum Corewell Health, Holland Home, Rotary International, the Institute of Continuing Education, the Grand Rapids Bar Association, the Oakland County Bar Association, and the Michigan Judicial Institute. That was my announcer lady voice. How was it? I'm not reading any more of that. I think that's it. That's it. That's all. I know that may not have been as fun to you guys as it was to me, but I really enjoyed it, actually. I really did. Actually, this is one thing we'll end on here. This is just the probate division, I think, and this is where their sort of stuff goes. But we don't, yeah, there it is. Civil actions. Miscellaneous? I don't know. I just thought it was interesting, you know, to see how much money they make and why they're so worried about these numbers. Like, you'll hear the judges talk about getting them off their dockets and getting the proofs preserved and all that kind of stuff. And the reason for that is because somebody's coming around gathering these statistics and talking about them. I am so excited. I have a bunch of stuff to do today, but we're going to get so much done and have a great week tomorrow. I will be back at it again tomorrow. Oh, I just want to show you guys the pizza I got for my lunch. Let me grab it. I'll be right back. Oh, my green screen. This pizza I would never normally buy because it's expensive. It's like $11 for one frozen pizza, but it was on sale. Look how good it looks. So good. Holy Napoli. Sacredly authentic Neapolitan pizza. Quattro formaggio. Doesn't that look good? It's local, I think, yeah, it's from British Columbia, where I'm from. That's where it's from. It's local. I'm sure somebody else is doing a show today, you guys. I already did too. Seriously, I have to work out today because, oh, that's what else I was going to tell you. First of all, this pizza is total for the entire thing, if I ate the entire thing, would be 820 calories. So, worst case scenario. But, look at the little dots of cheese on the top. It looks so cute. Anyways, the whole point is that I lost 1.5 pounds last week, which is really great. And you know, my brain was like, ugh. But I have to reset my brain and say, that's actually a very healthy and good amount of weight to lose, and it's a tenable sort of thing to go forth with. So, in fact, it's great. It's great. And between you and me, I ate 2 burgers this week. After the gym. It's terrible. But you know what? Being able to eat whatever calories, like, within reason, you know what I mean. If I don't eat anything and I want to eat a burger, I'm allowed to eat a burger. Still lost the weight. But, or am losing the weight. It certainly goes on a lot quicker than it comes off, so we have to be within reason. That's why Here's the thing though. I'll just tell you, I know, just don't eat the bun. Is the bun that, like, that much more? But the thing is, I'm a bread girl. I love the bread. That's why I like the bread. We're scaring you, Carla? Oh, no. Yeah, I like the bread. I like... Pass can't figure out... I know. No desire to eat. And you do have, you do smoke weed. That helps a little bit? Little bit? Little bit? Little bit? Yes, 1 pound at a time. That's exactly right. And still hitting the gym. Last week, what did I average for steps? Thank you for asking. I averaged, let's just take a look. I fucked up last night. I was so close to 10,000 steps and I went to sleep. Literally, look, I was at 9,000, oh, you can't, yeah, 9,569 steps last night and I went to sleep. But, oh, that does suck. That really sucks. Fucked my little average. But I'm still averaging 12,893 steps last week. That's a nice looking chart. That's a nice looking chart. Anyways, increasing my steps. You're not a member, Presto. In your dreams. I just had to leave it open. But I did burn the right calories yesterday, so that's good. Anyways, so I'm going to go eat my pizza. Then I'm going to go to the gym. Then I'm going to come home and make dinner for my daughter. She has asked me for a specific meal that I have to make sure to prepare. And then I have an appointment after dinner. Well, someone has an appointment with me. Anyways, I hope that you see that you have to make an appointment for. Presto, I tried to click on your comment and bring it up, but I didn't set that up. Anyways, that you have to make an appointment for. Anyways, you guys, seriously, I love you so much. I really appreciate you being here. I know it was a bit of a short one, but I promise that we'll be back at it again twice a day. Oh, that was the other thing I just noticed. YouTube demonetized 5 of my last 10 videos. What do they have against me cooking? It's not just the cooking ones, but seriously, 5 of the last 10, I just looked and I had to send them all off for review. So, fingers crossed. Yeah. Remember, I don't know why they just said they weren't suitable for advertising. Well, I'm pretty sure they were. They didn't, they just don't, they're not valid, they're not available for ads pass. So like the videos can't earn anything from AdSense, which isn't a huge number for me, but it makes a difference, especially on bad months. But yeah, it's just weird. So I've asked for reviews on like 7 videos now. So we'll see. It's not due to your comments. It's not. Anyways, remember, I love you and I'm proud of you, and I will see you in the next video tomorrow morning. Bye.
Ways down and ready to ride.